What's going on, guys? It's me, Sherlock. And seeing me and such a title means, yes, this is going to be blunt. Fursuits are expensive. Fursuit makers are going to hate me and blacklist me for what I'm going to say here today. You won't own a fursuit. I'd highly advise spending the money elsewhere. Material won't feel the whole depression or pain leaves you with. I'm an example of that. And with fursuits averaging $4,000, you can buy a hell lot more than a fursuit that you're going to use not often at all. You could buy a really bloody good camera. Maybe you could buy a 4K HDR TV, a PlayStation 4 Pro. With the money left, you could buy a Nintendo Switch and the new iPhone. That is what you can buy for $4,000. I actually made an edit to the script. But what I found in US dollars on Amazon and the actual Apple store, I fell short. I fell short of $4,000. I was on, I think, 2,160. So even with that stuff, you can buy more. I was being conservative. I was like, no, I won't put the really expensive 4K HDR Sony TV. I won't put the iPhone 11 Pro Max. And yeah, I put the PlayStation 4 Pro, but you could probably add an Xbox One X there too. And you'd have more than what you would have if you just got a fursuit. Let's see how many people I can piss off with one video. Like, share, and comment. And don't forget to subscribe. Hey, why don't you comment your fursuit horror story? Comment fursuit horror stories, please. I love reading those. I Google them almost like once a week because it cheers me up because I'm disgusting. Otherwise, with that, you could probably add a decent gaming computer. So $2,100 for the other stuff, and then buy a good gaming computer. You could probably get like an RTX 2080 Ti, fucking i7 or Ryzen 9 setup. And the next time a fursuiter complains about the cost of living or buying stuff, I will now even more not give two shits about them. Also, with the money you can buy for a fursuit, you can probably buy a used car or tickets to another fucking country. I'm going to be the opposite. I'm going to explain why you shouldn't get one. Besides the fact you won't ever have one anyway, because not a small percentage of furries actually have a fursuit, for the many various reasons I'm going to explain right here. Fursuits are a hassle. If your con isn't in the same town or city, oh mate, you better be ready to pack a whole costume into a heavy suitcase and cart around for ages till you get to the hotel. That could be annoying, again, heavy, and raise concerns of losing your luggage. You know, that fursuit that costs you $4,000+. Cleaning is a hassle and can take a couple of hours, and that's hopefully doing it right. Brushing is a nightmare because your suit degrades over time because of the fur coming out, and then you need a whole new suit. Another $4,000. Suits are hot. Fursuits are like, well, on a hot summer's day, wear 2 shirts, 2 jumpers, sit in the car and turn the heating on. That's what wearing a fursuit is like. That's what I feel like right now, actually. I feel like I'm in the car on a averagely warm day. Not with the heater on, but shit, man, it's just getting hotter and hotter. It can be bad for your health. You can't see jack nor fucking shit. People hug you and touch you without asking and bother you every 5 seconds. You don't get to feel like you're Sona half of the time because pricks keep bothering you, or you're concerned with how hot and sweaty you are. And that suit now needs a wash. Well, too bad, because you're gonna have to wash it in 4 days when you return home. Till then, swim in your sweat, you smelly bitch. And you're about 10 minutes into fursuiting at this point. If you still want a suit, sit down for a sec, because I'm going to speak to the makers for a moment. Even though by now they're probably annoyed and they're probably annoyed because they may lose a customer because of little old me. And I've already been blacklisted probably. If you're a fursuit maker and you're sensitive, you might want to get into your safe space for a second. Now, only some makers do this. Some. Please allow quotes all year round. We wait months for you to open, and then when you do, we find out the suit's going to cost X amount, and then we need to save X amount, then we need to save up the money, and then email you again, and then hope and pray we get a spot. Allow quotes all year round. We don't need this multi-month waiting shit. Put an average price. Select a simple design in all forms of suits you do and set a base price, then add 500. Just so it doesn't surprise anyone. Put a warning saying that the price listed is the absolute bare minimum. In design, like it's a solid color, let's say, just like all brown or all black or something like that, or a simple pattern, whatever. Also, I know a lot will deny this, but stop putting your friends first. You get everyone excited and riled up to get a fursuit from you, just to give it to your mate who has 7 suits and they get the first spot. Not only that though, but a discount. Cut that shit out, you shallow fuck. Give people a fucking chance. If someone already has a suit from you, or has multiple suits already, no. Last spot, or better yet, maybe next time. Give someone who doesn't have a suit a goddamn chance, alright? Not fucking difficult. Stop sucking your friend's asshole and take a gander at these poor twats that have waited months, if not years, to have a suit from you. Have some decency. Okay, so back to you other idiots. If you still really badly want a fursuit, auctions. And no, I don't mean Sparky Can-Do or mixed candy, made for you, etc. Let the pretentious fuckheads go for those suits. Most times, they're not even that fucking good to begin with. I could shit out a better design than most of these people. Besides, just to make you feel a little better about yourself being poor as fuck, like me, these $10,000 suits go to these fuck-faced, cock-sucking dickheads who can't act a sona worth my tit milk. So fuck them. Check secondhand suits. And fresh new makers. Make the big boys piss themselves. A new talented maker is on the fucking rise. Give them a chance. Even if it isn't your sona, you may grow to love them. Just like I have with Sherlock. Now, I know I've complained a bunch on price. And believe me, I understand why they cost that much. These guys gotta earn money somehow. So don't take this as an attack on them. It's more so to really shake the customers and certain makers, you know, the toxic ones. Let's not single people out. Not in this video anyway. We've got other series to do that in. And just to say, they're really expensive. And are you sure you need a costume you wear maybe 2 times a year and spend the rest of it in a closet? There are far better things you can spend your money on. Again, I know fursuits are custom tailored items built from the ground up. I understand why they're that much. I understand they need to pay the workers they work, the people they work with. They themselves need to pay the bills, buy the stuff, etc, etc, etc. I know it's basically a company, okay? It's a small business, I understand. I'm just saying, fursuits are expensive as fuck. Do you really need one? Ask yourself that question, looking at yourself in the mirror.